Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the dairy farm here, the IH dairy farm on Calmlands. I'm pulling in this load of hay from that lower field that I was doing in the last episode. I'm not gonna unload it right now because unloading this takes a long time. As you can see, my neat stacking job that I did with the last load, but between all of this hay and then that hay there, we're gonna have um, we're gonna have a pretty decent amount moving forward. Uh, but what we're gonna do today, I think, if I can remember where I left the other tractor, I guess I could use this one or the 1066. We can use this one, but we have to get this top field plowed. That's our primary goal today. Since this one's already planted, we got to get that other field plowed in. The question is, there it is. Okay, question answered very quickly. Here's the plow. So if you look around the farm here, we have a good bit of vintage equipment that we're trying to utilize. The one thing that I'm noticing we don't have yet is a sprayer, actually. I believe I have a John Deere sprayer mod downloaded, but we don't actually have a sprayer. Is it gonna... let's see, we have to put create fields on. Alrighty. So it wasn't a field, technically, but it will be now. And I know this is silly to have two separate fields here, but I just kind of want to do it this way. That way, if we want to put in different crops in the two different fields, like we're probably going to do, that won't be too challenging. And trying to find a gear here, huh? There we go. Can we plow in fourth gear? Looks like it. 7 mile an hour, to be fair, with a six row plow seems pretty good. Turning over the dirt, but I really appreciate the support that we've had on this series. It's been a lot of fun, and I do think it's bringing people to the channel that didn't know about my content before, which is really nice to see. I know some of the finishing the job videos have been doing a nice job of bringing new people in, but whether or not they stick around is another conversation. But I didn't do a finishing the job last week, and it didn't seem to have an effect on the main video. So I don't know what that means. But when it makes sense to do a finishing the job, I will do them, and when it doesn't, I will probably not. But my goal here soon is to be done with September. This has been an in-game month that has actually felt like a month. Uh, so once we get this field plowed and the crop planted, we probably will be able to simulate over to October. I do want to plow the lower field, but I don't want to make this a hour-long episode of nothing but me plowing at 7 miles an hour. I'd like to do some of this, and then maybe we can hop into a different job. I finished the baling. You saw me put the the bales in the barn, that was a pretty big job that took a while because I had to finish raking that and baling that. And obviously, you know, we got the grass off of this field in the last episode, so I feel like we're in a good spot. You know, we're in a pretty good spot with this farm, with this save. And I don't know how long it'll be until we start getting some actual milk in to make this stuff start paying itself off. But uh, I'm just still trying to figure out what equipment we still need so that I make sure I save some money for that. And I have this inclination, or you know, whatever, like tendency when I play this game to spend so much of the money on just getting things that, you know, newer equipment costs more money and all that. But because of the way we did this save, I was able to buy a lot of this vintage equipment for so much cheaper than new stuff. And we're pretty much set up. Like I said, the only thing I can think of at this point that we're still going to need is a sprayer. We have baler, we have silage harvester, we have plow, planter. Now the question remains, is this the proper size plow for a farm of this size? I don't have a cultivator yet. So like some crops on this game you need to plow after every time, but other crops you don't. So I guess it also will depend what we're growing. As long as we just do cows, really, we'll be cutting a lot of grass. It'll be a lot of grass work. Oh, oopsie. So this is really tricky with the wheels on the back of this plow. I'm used to plows that are just whatever that is, like hydraulic, where they don't roll behind you. So this is different. But hey, hopefully we'll be able to. Oh, we're in high. It went to high. 9 mile an hour now. So I don't understand the gearing here. I don't understand why it did all that other work in low 4 and now it just suddenly decided to go to high 2. Maybe I was too crooked and I was like dragging the plow and it wasn't properly aligned behind the tractor. If anybody knows what's going on here, what I did wrong, please do educate me. I know some YouTubers get bent out of shape when their viewers correct them, but I welcome it. If there's something that I'm doing wrong, I would love to know how to fix the situation. And I do not want to stop here because it's going to slow me down. Alright, let's see. Around we go. See how it flings to be straight behind me again? Okay. There we go. High 2. It stayed. Alright, this is feeling like this might end up being a finishing the job after all. Since it's the same day we put that crop in. I guess I could do an mid of the video, in the middle of the video time lapse instead of making it a whole separate finishing the job video. Haven't done that yet on this series. We could try that, see if people like it. Oh, I don't mean to even be doing this. I mean to turn around and go back. So let's get ourselves Is this wrong? This feels wrong. I think I'm doing this wrong. I guess we'll fix that up when we get back up here. But alrighty, well this feels like a natural point to transition over to the time lapse. And I hope you enjoy it. Leave me a comment if you like it, and I'll see you on the other side. back to the next part of the video here. Now that we got the time lapse done, I just filled up the seed in that new seed tank. I don't know that I'm going to do this whole thing live for you, but I wanted to show you. So we've got some wheat growing here. I'm thinking it might be worth I need to double check the symbols here. But I think maybe we do oats because that gives us straw and the yield is pretty decent on oats usually. So this, oh, all right, there's that. I didn't even think about that. So we can either plant wheat or barley. All right, cool. I get it. I'll well, if that one's wheat, then let's go barley in this field. Alright, wow, that working with looks so small on a field this size. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll do a headland pass or maybe two, and then maybe I'll put it on a worker. I haven't really done that yet, but I'm looking forward to the next episode being in another month, just to get the timeline moving along here. I do want to check in on the cows and see how they're doing, but hopefully they're okay. This second part of the video after the time lapse, I'm hoping won't be too super long. I'm still trying to figure out the sweet spot on how much people are willing to watch or interested in watching as we see the farm develop. But this, if we have these two fields up here that are good to go, and then the lower field we can put a crop in the springtime, I think we're going to be real happy with that, honestly. I think we're going to like that. So we'll see how it goes. I like this field. It's, not perfectly square. If you look in the bottom left in the small map there, you can see it's not perfect, but it's a nice size. It's not so overwhelmingly large that it's going to take us all day, but like, I think when I plowed it, I think that section of the video before the time lapse was something like 25, 27 minutes IRL time. So, that's good to keep in mind. I don't know how you all play. I know there's some people that buy massive equipment and do huge fields that take hours and hours. As you can probably tell from this series, I'm more of a small to medium-sized farm player myself, but even at that, I get to a certain point and I'm like, I only want to do some of the jobs, and I want some of them to be done by workers, so that I, allow myself to have a little bit more flexibility. One job that you can't farm out is grass work. You have to do that all yourself. If the field is actually plowed and planted as grass, then you can have the AI do grass work. But just like a random field like the ones we've been working, you can't do that. So I've been given a fair bit of thought to my longer term plan for this series, about my small farm idea, and I do really still like that idea. So we'll be doing that. The first one we're going to do is going to be across the street here and the plot of land that we already own. And then we'll see money wise how things are looking. And we haven't really made any income yet. Everything's been building the infrastructure for this little dairy farm. But season or two, we should start getting milk. So, or a month or two, I mean. I play this game that has obviously months, and then I play a game called Medieval Dynasty that passes time in seasons. So I keep thinking of things like, well, tomorrow will be the next season, but no, the next game, the next day in this game is October, not winter. So I'll get it straight one of these days. I'll get it straight. All right, now we should. I don't know if I turned off the setting here. Some of you will be familiar with this. The setting, we don't want them buying. Crop destruction should be off. Periodic plowing, weeds are fine. I want AI, no, 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 no. Okay, we'll save that while I'm thinking about it. Because I'll still maintain my vehicles and I will handle getting the seed. So we'll go ahead and hire somebody and hopefully they'll follow that line. Go get them, worker. Alrighty. So, what? Oh, the object was me. So now that that's going, that field will be planted in barley, so we'll have wheat and barley. That's going to give us straw. Let's go ahead and get this truck out of the way here. One thing, well, you know what? Let's just put it on in the grass here. One thing I wanted to look at potentially doing, I don't remember if I loaded them in, but there are, there wouldn't be productions. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. I got these buildings that I guess they would be buildings. Yeah, is it arched? Yeah, the arched buildings pack. So I was thinking. I was thinking one was gonna be a pull through. Is this a pull through? Yeah. I'm thinking something like this. Well, let's take a look at the other one first. Okay, this is a little more. This is a little more like a hangar. I want this one. And I'm thinking about putting it right here, kind of like, you know, so that these longer, like the baler and bale wagon and the chopper and chopper wagon can go in there, if that makes sense. I'm going to take the tanker truck and park it in the back shed. And then I'll move these and place that so we can kind of have a home for some things. Whoa, that was what we call the wrong button there. Watch the mirror. Thank goodness that isn't a thing. Oh, I forgot that I got this grain truck as a Chevy and not as an IH. What happened? I don't get it. Why'd you quit? Did I scare you? wonder why it came back the middle and why it quit. Neither one of those things make any sense. And if I end up having to do it on my own, I'll just do it off camera. Okay. We will... I guess this tractor will work to move that stuff. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to put in is water hose so we can clean off. I think I have that one active on this save. This backup speed on this tractor is really special. Okay, let's see if it'll let me place. It'll be a tool, right? A tool. Okay, I do not have it active on this save. I'm going to put a hose in as close to that corner as I can get it. Then we'll be able to clean off our plow. Oh geez, this. I don't know if I want to do this in the video. Ah! Alright, never mind. We'll just leave that there for now. I can't have you guys seeing just how terrible I am. Actually, you've already seen how terrible I am at backing things up. Actually, let's move the baler first. I've gotten a fair bit of use out of this baler already. I'm kind of surprised. I'll just park it across the street here for a minute. That's probably the least realistic thing that I do when I play this game, is the way I drop stuff off. Just tap Q and off she goes. I think this farmyard is starting to feel a little more realistic, you know. We've got a barn for some storage, and we've got a couple places to keep equipment. Alright. Overlaps with another object. Is it this grass here? Oh, phooey. I mean, I could put it over here, but I don't want to. It's gotta be this cut grass. Yeah, there's no cut grass in this section. Over there, cut grass. You're kidding me. So if I get this little bit and this little bit, will it let me place it? I hope. Alright, well, you get the idea. That's what we're going to do. And I will show to you when I get it all done for the next episode. But until then, thanks so much for checking out the video, the farm. I hope you had fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.